What's going on, guys? Coach Joe here at the Lion's Den. In this video, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite bars, the trap bar. Come on! Come on! Yeah! So like I said, guys, in this video, I'm going to be covering one of my favorite bars, the trap bar. And it's something I've been using in my training a lot. And I talked about it in my previous training video, but I wanted to dive deeper into why I really like this bar and some tips that can be applicable to you guys. But if you guys are new, make sure you guys give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check out all the previous videos that are on as well. So before we get into the tips, guys, I'm going to talk about the bar that I use. I actually had just recently been gifted a Rogue trap bar from Alan Thrall. So Alan, why you gotta be so nice? Why does Alan Thrall have to be so nice? But super grateful for it, and everybody loves it in the gym. And the reason I actually love this Rogue trap bar is the collar length. Okay, so the collars go a lot further, and we actually had some smaller trap bars in here that we were limited to how much weight we could put on the bars. And we have some very strong athletes here, and they were kind of maxing the load that we could put on those trap bars. And they were also just smaller. So by getting a bigger trap bar, able to have more room, more weight on the bar is very nice. The thing I also like about this bar is, one, just the build quality. Anything you get from Rogue is typically going to be pretty nice build quality for the price that you're getting it at. And also the knurling is really nice. So if you're looking to purchase a very solid trap bar, I recommend the Rogue trap bar. There are some that are more expensive from other companies. There are also some that are cheaper. So it kind of depends on your budget and what you're looking for. But we have a trap bar from Titan. We have another one that I just got off Facebook Marketplace. And then we have the Rogue one. So different brands, and they all work in here. But for the type of training that we've been doing with my training partners, the Rogue has been our favorite thus far. So getting right on into it, one of my favorite things about the trap bar has to be that it's just easy to use. And I want to say it's almost idiot proof because, you know, there's always a chance there may be an idiot out there with a trap bar, but for the most part, it's very simple. And if you guys are wanting to do deadlifts and you don't compete and you just want to get that movement pattern in, a trap bar is an easy way to do that. So as long as your hands are pretty much centered on the trap bar, it's going to take care of itself on just being able to stand up in the proper positioning, and you guys are still going to get a very good stimulus when it comes to pulling and deadlifting. The second reason why I really like this bar has to be its versatility, especially for variations. Now, specifically what I want to talk about with this point is the different handle heights. So with the trap bar, typically you get two heights to use when using this bar, which is nice because you don't have to swap out and put blocks in or put the bar in a rack or anything like that. It's already built in. So you can get a regular grip, which is typically going to be higher than a standard deadlift bar grip up on your body. So it's probably going to be somewhere around your knee, depending on how tall you are. And then if you want to make it harder and almost put yourself at a deficit, you can flip the bar over, and that's just going to make the pull harder because you're pulling from a lower position in the deadlift. So to piggyback off of that last point, I think overall what makes this trap bar super cool is the amount of variations that you can use it for. So not only can you do regular deadlifts, you can change the heights from high to low. You can also do things like regular shrugs. So you can put weight on the bar and you can shrug it. The other thing you can do is do a simulated farmer walk with it. So you can just load it up, pick it up, and walk as far as you want if you have space available to you. And then you can also do things like medleys or complexes. So what I mean by that is if you wanted to, you could do a couple deadlifts, and then on the last rep of that deadlift, when you're up top, just go for a walk with it. Or you can add a couple shrugs in and walk with it. So it can be very tailored to your training and your goals that you have. But overall, I just like it because of the multiple uses that you get out of it. You can also press with the trap bar. Crazy. When it comes to pressing with the trap bar, you can do it. I think it hits more of the stability portion of the movement, so kind of mimics more like a Z press in that sense, that the bar could be kind of wobbling back and forth. So if that's something you want to add into your training for whatever reason, go for it, and it can be done. So it just shows the versatility of a trap bar and having one and what you can do with it. Now, we've talked about a lot of pain and pain management tips. So the reason that I have the trap bar here, or one of the reasons I have the trap bar here at the gym, is because if I have people who are getting back pain or pain in general from doing straight bar deadlifts, sometimes I just see if it doesn't bother them when they get on a trap bar. So we still are able to do a deadlift variation and kind of follow that similar hinge movement pattern without pain. So if you're experiencing pain on a stiff bar or a straight bar and you try other variations that don't work with a straight bar, try a trap bar out and see if it works for you. Now, we've talked about a lot of pain and pain management tips. So The reason that I have the trap bar here, or one of the reasons I have the trap bar here at the gym, is because if I have people who are getting back pain or pain in general from doing straight bar deadlifts, sometimes I just see if it doesn't bother them when they get on a trap bar. So we still are able to do a deadlift variation and kind of follow that similar hinge movement pattern without pain. So if you're experiencing pain on a stiff bar or a straight bar and you try other variations that don't work with a straight bar, try a trap bar out and see if it works for you. Now, the last tip about the trap bar that I like in terms of programming, and I mentioned this in my previous video, is that yes, you are doing a pulling movement pattern or a hinge, right? Doing the deadlift with the trap bar, but you're getting a little bit more leg activation in there. So you're gonna feel that more in your quads and your legs when using the trap bar just based on the positioning of the lift. Now, I personally like this because on my conventional straight bar deadlift day, I can do them. And then later in the week to get another pulling day, and I can use something like the trap bar. So it's hitting the same movements, but you're going to be feeling it a little bit differently based on the muscles that are being used. Okay, so just keep that in mind if you're trying to increase your frequency with the deadlift. The trap bar is a nice variation you can throw in there that gives you that pulling and hinging pattern, but also gives you a little bit more leg as well in there. So that's pretty much it, guys. I want to give you guys the rundown of the trap bar, why I like it, and reasons that I have it here and why I use it. So I think it's a great investment if you want to make it to have one in your gym, whether it's a garage gym or a gym you own. And I think people are really going to get good use out of it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, once again, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, share it all over your social media. That'd be awesome. And until then, guys, stay a lean, mean strength machine. Peace. We're going to talk about the trap bar today, guys. Have you seen these things? Have you seen these? Have you? Because they're mountains. They're mountains. The trap bar's what did that. Nothing else.